Folks, if you're looking to do a multifamily deal, if you're looking where you need debt and sometimes even the equity component, depending upon the size of the deal, one person that you should be speaking to, his name is Kevin Jenkins. Kevin Jenkins is with Northmarq. And we had a phenomenal conversation with Kevin. Kevin has worked with several of my other students to get deals done. One of the things that Kevin does that is fantastic is he has another set of eyes, another set of objective eyes on the deal so that you can go out there and be confident that you can get the deal done. If Kevin comes back after looking at your deal and says, can't be done, kill the deal. Okay, don't mess around. Don't try to be like, well, I think I'll just kind of change these numbers. No, Kevin is an expert. He's looked at a million deals. He knows it. It means you overpaid for the property and the deal cannot go through. Might not be your fault. Might be that, as a matter of fact, one of our students, once we get the rent roll analyzed, it was clear to see that they had screwed up and they had build the income on the property by about $30,000 at the particular cap rate. That worked out to be about $500,000 of value that my student was overpaying for that you wouldn't have seen had you not done the due diligence. Kevin comes back and says, we can't do this deal. You got to go back to the seller and show him this problem. It was brilliant. It was excellent. It was fantastic. Kevin saved the day. And we're right now, as I have this conversation, we are right now in the middle of renegotiating that deal. Don't you ever accuse me of retrading, because we're not retrading. Hey, had you given us the information the first time correctly, we never would have made that offer. Don't accuse us of retrading like it's a four-letter word. No, this is all on you, pal. This is all on you. So that is what Kevin does. Kevin, we also talked about how he can also bring equity to the deal. And we talked about the type of deals that that are the most successful with him bringing equity. And I can tell you right now, folks, I had a student that did a $25 million deal with Kevin, and Kevin brought 95% of the money to the table. My student only had to go out and raise 5% of the $25 million deal. All right, $1.25 million, and he controls $25 million of multifamily property. Not bad, but that's what Kevin can do with you for your transaction. So think about it. This is how you want to work. This is the type of guy you want to have on your team. This is the type of guy that owner forum members have all the time, working for them and helping them every step of the way. What else did we talk about? We talked about interest-only loans, and I'm no big fan of interest-only loans. If you can have 100 people paying down your mortgage, you have 100 people paying down your mortgage. But we talked about the type of deal that it's different. If you're dealing with a particular property that is not comping out the way it should, you're better off with an interest only, knowing that you can get in there and push the rents, drive the NOI because you're under market for the rent, or the expenses are too high and you're going to go in there and trim it down. Interest only might be an alternative. Personally, I'm a lot more conservative. I look for more performing assets than the rehabs, the repositioning. So interest only tends to work better for those types of deals because, believe me, sooner or later, those properties start to amortize. And when they do, it gets very expensive. And if you don't have that net operating income where it needs to be, you're going to find yourself in trouble. So we talked about all of that type of stuff. Another thing we talked about, which I highly advise you to become an expert on, is the fact that the taxes in the jurisdiction that you're looking to buy, you need to know how the taxes are calculated. We were talking in the example that Kevin raised, South Carolina, problem state. Kentucky, problem state. Texas has always been a problem state. I'll tell you that right now. You got to understand how Texas works. So if you're looking to do a deal, you've got to understand how the taxes work in that particular jurisdiction so that when you go to evaluate the property, you're paying the right amount. And Kevin has talked about how some of these deals that have dropped on his desk, he's had to kill it for the sake of the seller so that these people don't overpay for the property, which is what you do if you don't calculate the expenses correctly. So that's who we had on tonight's call. It was a great call. If you need to find equity for your deal, look to your debt partner. They have a lot of deep pockets that they work with. There might be a solution for you there. So that is tonight's vlog. The whole hour and 15-minute call is now recorded. It's in the archives of the owner forum for all of the owner forum members to go back and see. Every single Monday night coaching call has been recorded and is sitting in the can, as we say in the business. So when you sign up for the owner forum, that's what's available to you. You want to find out more about it, shoot us an email at info@multifamilyinvestingacademy.com or themultifamilyattorney.com. That's me. Thank you so much for listening, and watch for our next vlog next week.